What's going on, everyone? Nick780 on the mic. So the other day I was watching a class video that was made by SB Nation, and it was on the OKC Thunder and how pretty much they lost their main core and how it just pretty much fell apart and like how it came together. And I saw some highlights from the 2012 season and the finals against Miami. Now, I just got one of those moods where I wanted to see what the league was like back then. So I went all across Google. I couldn't find much until I found the ESPN archives, and I found pretty much every NBA article from any year I wanted. And I went to the 2013 section. Well, I found some pretty funny pieces. I also found one or two from Bleacher Report and some like random blog online. I don't really know what it was, but yeah, today we're going to go over some cold takes from the 2013 NBA season. If you don't know what a cold take is, it's pretty much just a funny prediction or statement that becomes like completely wrong. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. So if you look at the title and the highlighted names, you can already tell this article is pretty much a complete joke. You see Dwight Howard, Bynum, Roy Hibbert, Andrew Bogut, Chris Kaman, Noah, and Pekovic. Like, most of these guys are not even in the league anymore, and most of them were never even great to begin with, I guess. Yeah, Howard, he's a stiff pretty much now. He's been on like 5 different teams ever since like the Lakers. Hibbert is actually signed with the Sixers as a developmental coach. He was never great after being on the Pacers. Like, he was actually trash. Joakim Noah, he's looking at the Lakers. So is Dwight, obviously. Chris Kaman was out of the league like I don't even know, but I haven't heard his name in a while. And Pekovic was just a brick wall that just blocked shots and got rebounds. And then if you read it like later in the article, it said a little bit about, it looks like classic low post 12-foot shooting range centers are making a comeback. Well, fuck out of here, bro. That really ain't it, Chief. We obviously know from watching the past couple seasons all the top big men in the league, at least you have the ability to shoot the 3-ball or at least have a jump shot, you know what I mean? And now most of them are preferred to be mobile and athletic, but with some certain circumstances, they can get away with being like great passers and great defenders like Nikola Jokic, and they have a jump shot. So the next one actually kind of made me pissed off. This was the top 100 players going into the 2013 season, and Bleacher Report had Tony Parker at 5. What were you guys smoking that year? I can name 4 guys better than him going into that year. Kevin Durant, Chris Paul, Dirk, shit. Even Kobe was tearing it up before he tore his Achilles. You can put him before Tony Parker. And look at his stats in 2012. He averaged 18 points, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. That's good, but that's not great. That's not top 5 grade at all. Bleacher Report, you guys are on crack. Man, this one. This is one of my favorites, especially because it's about Melo. This is about Melo saying he wants to retire in New York, and how about he's trying to recruit players. Man, this is just priceless, because the fact is no one wants to sign him now, and back then he's trying to recruit players. It's just great. But what really doesn't make sense is that no one wants to sign him now, and he's still better than a lot of guys in the league. I don't know. I don't get it. But anyways, this is just such a Melo thing to say, and such a New York Knicks thing. Probably the 2 biggest jokes of the NBA right now. And I just find it funny that he tried recruiting people to New York, because the Knicks are obviously known to talk about getting players, and not getting them. KD, Kyrie, Zion. Oof. But yeah. Anyways, all they got was all I can remember is D Rose, and he got hurt. And with the retiring thing, the Knicks traded him to OKC, and that didn't work either. But yeah, this one's just great. Oh, what could have been? Keen the Dream, Elijah Wan said back in 2013 that Jeremy Lin and Dwight Howard were going to be quote unquote deadly. Jesus Christ, man. Like, Akeem, are you on crack too, my friend? Like, I don't know. Jeremy Lin was garbage. He can't even sign with the team right now. We all know that. And Dwight was, well, just Dwight. But how can you not even acknowledge the fact that they have James Harden now? Like, come on. Like, we already know he was good, and I understand Jeremy Lin was coming off the insanity year. But let's be real. We knew Harden was the guy that had more talent, even though he played less. This duo and I guess trio never really worked out. I mean, they made the conference finals once, I think in 2015, yeah. But Jeremy Lin wasn't even on the team. It was just James Harden carrying Dwight Howard, and the Rockets wouldn't really be like real contenders, not pretenders, until they got Chris Paul 2 years ago, and now having Russell Westbrook. Well, NBA Twitter will always stay undefeated. It was still spicy 6 years ago. Even ESPN was really high on the Nets Celtics trade saga. Even though this was after the 2013 season, I had to throw it in. Y'all know it was coming. It's just great. If some of you don't remember the infamous day Danny Ainge robbed the Nets for their soul, it was when Boston traded a washed-up Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett for a bunch of scrubs and an old Jared Wallace and 3 future first-round picks. This paired KG, Pierce with Darren Williams, Brook Lopez, and ISO Joe. Everyone was saying, oh, they're the new threat to Miami in the East. They were going to make the finals and all this nonsense. But as we all know, injuries riddled the whole team. Brook Lopez pretty much didn't play all year due to, I think, a leg injury. I'm not sure. But Darren Williams' downfall pretty much started that year, playing 74 games to the years prior to only 64 that year. He was only scoring 14 a game. Kevin Garnett only played 54 games, scoring only 7 points a game and 6 rebounds. Paul Pierce was actually, I guess you could say, one of the bright spots. He played 75, scoring 14 a game, having a steal and 4 assists. Their best player is probably Joe Johnson, playing 79 games, scoring 16 a game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. So, yeah, this team completely underachieved, as we all know, ruined by injuries. But hey, what do you expect guys to do in their mid to late 30s? This Nets squad only won 44 games. We'll get destroyed by Miami in 5 in the second round of the playoffs. So yeah, really hyped up squad. Danny Ainge robbed them, and LeBron edited them and put Nets fans out of their misery. Well. We all know he's gonna make an appearance one way or another. One of the most laughed about players and one of the league's biggest memes, Ron Artest or Meta World Peace, whatever you want to call him, I don't care. So he really had the balls to say the Lakers are going to be making the finals that season. He really thought Kobe was going to be the same after tearing his Achilles at his age. I mean, you could argue he was Kobe, come on, like he'll be okay. But an Achilles injury though, like it's the worst injury you could ever suffer. No one's really the same after them. Just look at DeMarcus Cousins. He's still in his 20s, and he's piling up injuries after his Achilles. He tore his Achilles, and he's just not the same. And going into that season, they were a year removed from Dwight Howard and Nash, and that didn't work out. And Gasol was on the beginning of his downfall of his career, I guess you can say. And you guys made the playoffs barely the year before as an 8 seed. Like, you guys completely failed, and I don't think they really added anyone that next season anyways. So yeah, I don't really know what Ron was thinking. I don't know why he's thinking they're making the finals that year. But hey, that's classic Ron Artest for you. Alright, so I had to save the best for last. This is just pure gold, honestly. So, the so-called best player ever, Michael Jordan, who's just beginning his role as the then Charlotte Bobcats and now Charlotte Hornets, saying tanking isn't the way to go. Alright, so let's just break this down, because this is just great. So being the owner, he drafted one great player the last so many years he's been the owner, and that was Kemba Walker, which is now on Boston, who decided to leave. A joke of a franchise you. You refuse to tank and can't land a top 3 pick to save your life. And wait, you wasted Kemba's career, like half of his career, and put trash basketball on the court every night and wonder why you still suck. Now look at the Sixers and Lakers, and even the Spurs did it one season just to get Tim Duncan. The Sixers have now been a title contender the past, I guess, 3 years, you could say. Have the best center in the league in Joel Embiid, and Ben is still an all-star and still developing. The Lakers got Ingram, Lonzo, and Josh Hart, and a couple other solid players in the league. That landed them eventually Anthony Davis, drafting those guys, and then they added LeBron the last year in free agency. Those are just a couple examples of teams who tanked and became successful. Like, come on, man. Like, you wonder why you can't sign anyone or have any good players because you can't land a top pick or attract any free agents. So that's going to wrap it up, everyone. This has been 2013 NBA Cold Takes. Thanks for checking out the video. And please remember to sub, like the video, and comment, and let everyone know about the channel. I'm Nick780, and I'll catch you on the next one.